We've got 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go then. Looks like PolyTromp did have a good start. So too did Numicon. Already going over to block Mike Talons off, who did try to find some space around the outside. Johannes is going to be squabbling with Lele, who's got a fantastic start. And they're into the wall immediately. Lele and Johannes into the barriers. And a virtual safety car is deployed at Abbey. The first corner on the circuit. Right, we're back racing again. Look at the pack in the middle of the track there, desperate to try and find some space and get somewhere around. Liam Wilder has also had himself a flying start, as Happy Man does try and find it himself up a couple of positions as well, although it's not quite working out for him as the way he wanted, as Xavi did get ahead of him, but Happy Man will be forced to the outside, and he's actually forced off the track coming through the Vale chicane. Both him and Xavi losing many places. Pyro and Perkins also managing to get themselves back up there as well, as they make their way now onto the Wellington Straight, named after Duke of Wellington, Wellington Bomber, Wellington Barracks, so many names we could talk about. And there goes Mike Talons. He was ahead of Numicon into Brooklands, and he almost looked like he was going to try and have a sniff at PolyTromp, who is now has a Mercedes instead of an Alpine behind him, and Numicon's exit a little bit compromised there. I almost thought Jack Imac was going to have a great little run, but he kind of stalled out a little bit, perhaps not wanting to make the assault quite this early on in the race. Numicon losing even more places there as he lost one to Jack Imac coming in to Stowe. Liam Boyd has been turned around by Numicon. Bit of contact between the two of them, and look at the other Mercedes squabbling away with Perkins. Xavi, who's fought himself back from going a little bit off track earlier on. Perkins has now, well, stays in P6 after she did gain the position, of course, after, where is he now? Liam Wilder down to P11, unfortunately, who now is going to have the DRS assistance in the slipstream with the DRS, forced the long way round into Stowe, but gets it done. And look at Jack Imac as well, right down the inside of Mike Talons. He manages to get 2 in 1. A great run from Jack Imac, but they're still going to fight all the way to the Vale chicane. But it will be Jack Imac who takes the lead of the British Grand Prix, our third leader in 3 laps. There goes Jack Imac. That was a cracking move. Oh, we've had some incident. PolyTromp, I thought there was someone diving right down the order. PolyTromp has made a mistake. I'm not sure if he's gone wide. Within striking distance of Mike Talons, who, yeah, I don't know why his red light's blinking, showing recharging, but he's not 10%. Jack clipping the sausage curbs there. And certainly, picking up his first time penalty of the race then is Jack Imac. As into the pit lane is PolyTromp, pulling a little bit of a trump card and getting into the lane early to get off those mediums and onto a hard set of tyres. As the first of the leaders, Numicon is into the pit lane. Xavi stays out, whereas Pyro comes in, Perkins comes in, Happy Man comes in, Unitos will stay out. Mike Talons is into the box, so too is Xavi. Jack Imac staying out another lap. So undercut, of course, will be powerful, but Jack Imac is my person of most interest. He had used plenty of ERS this lap, trying to set a pretty quick time. He's now, of course, into the pit lane, deciding the overcut was the choice for him, as he runs his way through the lane now. Now this is going to be close. Mike Talons and Jack Imac out there on the circle. I say it close. I don't think it's going to be close at all. Jack Imac, of course, loses that place to Mike Talons, but the undercut is almost so powerful that Numicon is now right on the back of Jack, but of course he will have the benefit of a couple lap fresher tyres, which is actually, I think, going to be a really important factor, especially since these softs are going to be towards the end of their life when the checker flag falls. Liam stayed out once again. I'm not sure what his game is here, because he's leaving it quite late to get into the pit lane. Well, you know how I said Mike Talons was definitely not being caught by Jack Imac? Well, have the tables turned. Jack Imac is now within the DRS of Mike Talons and has made up a significant amount of time. There's Numicon on Liam Wilder, the Dutchman waiting for the safety car. Numi actually having a little bit of a tough time trying to go around the outside of Liam there through Stowe. Forced a little bit wide A little wider than I think Numi would be liking to be raced against, especially since he's in a little podium fight. Of course, there is a gap between him and Pyro, as these two are having a right old scrap right now. Liam Buelder and Numi. Numi's going to be able to get the inside line as he made it way through Aintree in the loop and did get that position back on Liam Buelder, but Liam was really fighting, and he's fighting back hard. As they go through Maggots and Beckett's now. This is going to be the all-important exit through Chapel. Jack, little bit of sliding on the rear. It looks like Mike might just be close enough. It'll be every little percentage, every watt of ERS that they can deliver. As to the outside goes Mike Tallons. He swoops into the lead on the final lap of the race. Mike Tallons will take this one on track. Through the Vale chicane they go once more. And Mike Tallons, who's fought hard all race long, comes round club and wins the British Grand Prix on track. Mike Tallons, a great victory. Jack Carnac fought hard to the very end, but wasn't close enough. I think the penalty sealed his fate in the end. I feel like he might have fought perhaps a little harder should he not had that penalty. Numi Korn takes a podium here with Xavi in P4, PolyTromp in P5, Happy Man P6, Unitos in P7, Johannes finishes out in P8, P9 for Perkins, and P10 for Pyro.